everybody who might be here. Tinkerbell Hippie's here. How you doing, Tinkerbell Hippie? Hope you're having a great Thursday. It's Thursday. Garbage day tomorrow. Gotta put garbage out tonight. Today is it's kind of a chill day, I guess. I don't know. I have a little bit of a James update. Daisy did a stream yesterday solo, so we'll check that out. And Katie Kidman uploaded a Daisy video, but it was from, I don't know, the day that she wore that weird silver dress. So it's like, it's old news. I don't know why Katie Kidman does that to us. So like all the nasty Nathaniel stuff is probably old news too, because he's been in the UK. Because that's what we learned last night. Hello, Jill Phones. Hello, Grandma Mel, Raisin, Cat, and Tinkerbell Hippie again. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Thursday. So yeah, we'll just start blazing through stuff. We'll do Katie Kidman's video first, since it's like Daisy from the past, and we'll do Daisy's stream. And then, well, I guess I can tell you guys it's not a very big James update, but he keeps reaching out to Josh on private numbers, so Josh can't block his number, and leaving him voicemails saying crazy things, being like, Josh, what's going on? Being like, you give me $500, I'll suck your dick like a camel? How the fuck does you camel suck dick? I don't even know camels suck dick. So that's pretty crazy. So I think he's probably spiraling and trying to get away out of that place, which is why, like, hey, just give me $500. I can get my own hotel room, and I won't have to be here where people are telling me what to do and stuff. Hello, Travis T, Stacy, Private, Barley Soup, Fendi Foo. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I don't know what's wrong with my YouTube algorithm. It's like recommending sports stuff. Watching my car battery charge. Oh no. But yeah, let's bippity bop over here, I guess. And let me pull this over here. My chat's working. Yeah, those are working. That's good. That is good. So we'll. Oh, I was looking at Santa Monica Close-Up's channel as well. There isn't like any Daisy stuff. It's mostly like Christmas in Venice Beach. So we could check that out after, or maybe we could look more into Nasty Nathaniel, because Nasty Nathaniel's like a psychopath apparently, that I had no idea Nasty Nathaniel was so evil. And then he was like threatening to kill cops and shit. That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. I wasn't expecting that, but maybe I should be expecting crazy shit all the time, every day. If this is like if we've seen, if Daisy streamed this already, whatever this is, an interview or whatever, I will probably just skip it, but I haven't checked it out, so I thought we could see it together here. Why is this supposed to float? Oh, it's gonna be evil? That's fine. Okay, I can deal with evil. Unless it doesn't want to play.
We'll solve the mystery.
We're following Daisy
I guess there was a
on her
like
skateboard
4 or 5 people.
What's with this little Miss Daisy?
to Starbucks.
One may have like scurried away by the time I came out, but I thought it was 4. Maybe it was 5.
Fuck that. Minus 40.
And then 2 of my friends came over. So we gotta find David and Anna to ask.
Yeah, this is the day that she was like, with the double phones. And I was like, this is what I look like in my house, but not on a skateboard. This is super old. So it's not Katie like asking her anything, it's just she's just like following her around.
And I got sober from drugs and alcohol. And I started in 12.
Maybe we didn't see this unless... Did we see this? She doesn't have any of her phones out, so maybe we didn't see this. Well, let's see if we can get the beginning of it.
Anonymous.
Yeah.
And
when was that? CNN.
Oh my god. Who the fuck was that? So this is her investigative journalist badge. 4206915. I don't know what the significance of 15 is. A leader in real news. Buttcrack News Network. Gmail.com.
I'm here for CNN. Daisy. Go down this way.
I started Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
You didn't start Alcoholics Anonymous. You mean you started your life journey at Alcoholics Anonymous? That would be a more apt sentence.
And
When was that?
in 2018, in August 2nd, 2018, I got sober. And I got sober from drugs and alcohol. And I started in 12 steps.
Shit.
And then I found out, like, I'm addicted to a lot of other stuff more than drugs and alcohol. And
Like
my
what?
primary addiction was more like relationships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did a lot of like sex and love addicts anonymous, and like I was a recovering sugar baby. And if you can't dump your body out, you can't be a sugar baby. So I made these pants.
Oh, you did? Those are cute. I wondered where you got those. Yeah.
Why am I'm messing up all my buttons today? I'm pressing things that are not the right button. I got a quick coffee maybe. Who is this guy? I don't know who this dude is.
You should sell these pants and stuff on Venice Beach to people.
Well,
Right?
I'll just give them away or do them for free.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my philosophy, having an Alcoholics Anonymous background. Hello, sweetheart.
Okay, so Katie edited and reposted an old video. Katie is very suave, as in the most oily sense. This is from months ago. Yeah, I remember this day, and there were a lot of negative comments concerning Lindsay. Is that why she took it down and now she's just re-uploading it? I don't remember this dude at all. I don't remember him, and maybe we just didn't watch this video, Katie's. I just don't remember this interaction. I don't remember this dude at all, and if Daisy's not streaming it, I don't think at least we heard this particular conversation. I might be wrong though. We watch a lot of crazy stuff. My brain deletes stuff. I'm sure I can't keep everything on there.
So Alcoholics Anonymous has 12 steps.
Hell yeah.
And 12 steps is for when you act inward and you hurt yourself. And jails and prisons are when you act outwardly and you hurt others.
And that's what is that called?
And that is a result of domination systems. Because when we are in domination systems, we begin to act out or act inward towards ourselves. So my philosophy is that we would not need the 12 steps, we would not be getting addicted, and we would not...
He better not be. Guess we'll see. But we need a fucking tracking chip on him. You know, you put you chip a dog. Is that even GPS tracked? I think that's just if you scan the chip with a scanner, it'll be this dog is registered to this person. I don't even think it's a GPS tracker. You need to put an air tag on your animals.
Need jails and prisons, even though we all know they don't do anything. It's just empty time and more trauma. Oh, okay. Sometimes I help them in here, and there will be an issue instead of the police. Daisy.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's nice, Daisy.
Yeah.
It's much better. I would rather you handle any situation than the police.
Why? Why would you prefer Daisy handle any situation other than the police?
So, sit down if you want. It's down. Okay, so my philosophy is we would not act outward or inward if we were liberated. So I created the 5 steps of global liberation, and they're modeled after the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say. We're gonna figure that out.
You're gonna like the changes I made. In Alcoholics Anonymous, we turn our will and our life over to God.
Right.
But in the 5 steps of global liberation, we turn our will and our life over to God.
God and what?
God, love, and nature. And we must.
I think like a person who believes in God would probably argue that God encompasses nature and love, but whatever, we're splitting hairs, I guess, at this point.
Love and nature, because we know that domination uses the most force and control and the least love and care. And we want it to be the opposite. We want it to be the most love and care and the least.
I think he's missing. You guys got me worried now. I'm gonna have to call the place, be like, is that crazy guy still with you? He's still with you guys, right? You know? I'm pretty sure he's still at the same place. He's too depressed. He doesn't have the gumption to get up and do anything. He's crying and shit. He's in depressed James, but I don't think we got anything to worry about. But I can poke around just to put people's minds at ease, put my own mind at ease.
Control. Therefore, everyone knows we include the force and control.
Right.
Because everyone's like, what? So we're not supposed to ever be violent? It's like, no. It's the least force and control and the most love and kindness and care. You can just say love and care. That includes kindness. So, the first step of global liberation is the jig is up. Domination systems hurt us, and it makes market economy a monster instead of a friend. That's step 1. Jig is up. Domination.
She figured out how to turn 12 things into 5 things and turn it back into 12 things. And it's all nonsense anyways.
Systems are going to be completely replaced with self-governing ones. And then when that happens, the market economy will no longer be responsible for our universal needs. Those will be life elements needed in order to thrive. And they will just be included. Like, we will just make sure there are resources to go to meet the needs so all of life can live in lavish abundance, because there's enough on this planet for all of life to live in lavish abundance, because pretty much everything we do when we're in symbiosis benefits the whole. So we just keep recycling and eating ourselves. It's like, it's perfect. We just have to get back in balance. So step 1, the jig is up. Step 2, we turn our life.
I got so far. Oh, okay. Where did you get this wisdom?
Where did you get this wisdom? Good. Okay, we caught Katie Kidman's question, because I was like, I'm not listening to the 5 steps of global liberation, but I will hear her answer Katie's questions. Yes, Stacy, where did you get this wisdom? It was right after I beat the fuck out of my kids and got arrested. It's where I came up with this newfound knowledge.
Right.
Let me tell you the 5 steps.
Okay.
And then you'll have your mind even more blown.
Okay.
And I get this wisdom because I come from a family of incredibly.
Yeah, I think John like grounded her. John was good for her, but she was terrible for fucking John. You know, maybe if John was a millionaire and it didn't really matter, like he could just, you know, blow thousands whenever she went to jail, and like maybe had more patience. And John has a lot of patience, though. I shouldn't even knock John's patience. John has more patience than me, probably. If I wouldn't be able to deal with this fucking. My crazy limit is pretty much up in life these days. Like, I'll watch crazy people, but I can't like interact with them for very long or speak English. So honestly, I think it's just the money. If John had more money, I think things could have worked with them. But Daisy's just too reckless. Sad.
Intelligent, charismatic. You know, my grandfather and father are both in the Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
Why is her mom in the Wikipedia? Her mom's only in the Wikipedia for being like married to her dad at one point. It's not like she's a notable person in general for anything else.
That's why.
I got the genes. And I got the brains and I got the beauty. And I also work hard at it. And I'm very, very committed. Like, you will not see me waver. I'm at this beach every day.
Her mom was an opera singer? Susan Davis was an opera singer? I don't remember reading that. Let's find out.
So consistent. I'm always responding the same way, with the most love and care, and the least force and control. But you will see me rage, you will see me be violent, but it will always be rooted in love and care. And even if I'm screaming, I'm screaming. You saw me, like, did you hear me screaming love?
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't hear me say, oh, you're this. Or
To them just now? Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, it was like, you're too loving. How are you going to make friends?
It's really hard to find her by Suzanne Davis opera singer.
It's like that.
I still can't find her, actually. I bet you I can find her through her dad, though.
Pulling knives out.
Have you
guys
ever
all
been
need a hug.
have you ever been attacked or anything by people like this? Like,
I
'cause
run
that
away.
guy said he had a gun.
So when they attack, then you run.
And you run.
Yeah, and you learn how to like zigzag and do spin jitsu. And one time I ran into a trash can, so you just have to know where you're going.
So where are you from originally?
One time I was. Do you want to hear the 5 steps?
Yes.
Okay. So the first step, jig is up. Second step, turn it over to love God nature. So
To love God and...
love God nature. So I explain love.
Okay.
And we know why it's God, right? In Alcoholics Anonymous, they
I don't think she is in the Wikipedia. She's mentioned in the dad's Wikipedia. Like, on the dad's Wikipedia, his first marriage to Susan Davis, but she doesn't have, like, a link or anything on her name. And then remarried Miss Davis in 2010, right before he died. So she, like, got all his money. So they divorced, and then on his deathbed, she showed up and was like, you want to give me all your money, right? And then he was like, yeah, sure. It's just fucking great character. This is where Daisy gets all of her, like, worst traits from, in my opinion. So I was expecting to be able to click on her. And then, like, when I was looking just for, like, other Susan Davis, yeah, I don't think she has her own Wikipedia page, is just basically what I'm saying. And for some reason I thought she did, unless it's like somewhere else that I'm not looking. That's the wrong video. I almost played the wrong video. It's the right video.
kind of already explained why we need a higher power, so I don't have to explain that.
Wait, hold on a second.
At night, I have
Daisy said that Venice Beach is really dangerous at night. You shouldn't walk around here by yourself at night.
no.
You always keep people with you?
I always have people with me. Also, I never camp alone. I guess I didn't realize that like I was going to be camping alone last night.
Yeah.
It was cold, and I guess everyone just kind of scattered. I have no idea what happened, but
So the reason that they threw water on Daisy's little fortress over here last night at 3 o'clock in the morning was because they thought Billy had their phone, right?
and they were
They thought-
insisting on not.
That's how old this is. Like, remember when Billy had water thrown on him that one night? This is like the day after, or a few days after. But that's the time frame we're working with. Katie, why does it take Katie so long? She's not even edited. It's like minute edits here and there, where I don't even know what she's cutting out. Maybe it's not even edits. Maybe she just like stopped recording and then started recording another video. And the edits are her just linking the videos together, which takes months to do, apparently. Days on end. Whenever a cop like comes up to her van, is like, what are you doing here? Are you living out of this van? She's like, no, I'm working. All right, I'm working on a project. It's taken me 3 days, and the project is her linking 3 videos together from 4 months ago. Katie Kidman, what did she do? What made her wake up and be like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber today? I thought I was a bad YouTuber. Like, I'm behind on so many things that I'm trying to do. And like Katie Kidman, this is old news. This is like just, what the fuck are we doing, Katie? What are we doing here?
only kicking us out.
Nah, Katie Kidman. It's not even her real name. Her name's like Rochelle Richards or something.
But we weren't even allowed to be in there while they went through our stuff.
They went through your stuff?
Yeah, they made us leave the temple, so they wanted to rummage through all of our stuff before they would let us go back to sleep. And Billy was so upset and traumatized because of what they did to him. Dude.
I don't know. Last time I saw Billy, he was not skateboarding, he was biking, and he was like, I'm done with this. And rode off. Not the sunset. It was daytime. Rode off into the sun. Light.
That broke
Just
my
random
heart.
people went in there.
Broke my heart looking at that kid's face.
Was it law enforcement? Was it law enforcement? No?
It was some riffraff he was hanging out with.
Oh my gosh. So the police were out here looking for Billy because he ran away in the middle of the night after they doused the tent with water. So
Like
we're looking for Billy.
Heavy set. And then there was this one guy who was really pissed. A younger white guy, like late 20s. And then there was like a young girl with him, a young white girl.
That's crazy. I just wanted.
That's on the conversation. That's crazy. All right, back. Let's just go outside. Push yourself when you believe the program broken. When you believe that, or we're just gonna put an "is" in there because it makes more grammatical sense. Push yourself when you believe the program is broken. I don't even know what that word is. Unmalleable, unformidable, unforgivable. Oh my god. I don't know. Future and past. I'm just picking words out now.
Take a picture of this little sign right here. I think it's kind of this guy. Push yourself when you believe.
Can I ask you why you're drinking my coffee?
Why you're drinking my coffee? He's drinking his coffee.
I remember seeing this actually. I remember seeing this. All right, let's go to Dave's video from yesterday then. Katie Kidman. Not knowing what the fuck she's doing. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe this is all calculated. Maybe this is all planned. So this is the video from yesterday, or the live stream from yesterday, where Daisy isn't with a fucking goofy goober lunatic. So that's, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So we'll watch and see what she's been up to.
Guys over here drinking his.
Wrong video. Maybe. You never can tell.
Hey, got
Billy.
us.
This is we don't have a really good nickname for Daisy. Daisy the crazy.
I give my attention to the women because I don't want to give my attention to the men. Ignoring them. I told them already, leave me alone.
You had a breakdown on camera yesterday? Oh, we're gonna watch it now. I haven't seen any of this. So this is the video from yesterday, the live stream from yesterday. I don't know. I forget what the timeline is for when she's supposed to get housing. I thought she would have had it already. I thought it was like the 5th that she was supposed to get it, but I guess that was wrong. Would you guys remember when she was supposed to get housing?
And they are. Only one touchdown. Love you, Nikki.
It's that it's the butt job. It's the weird butt job.
I love you, beautiful. I love you, beautiful. I appreciate you noticing that I'm not having a good day. Thank you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Look how lovely you are.
No, she wishes she lives in a Starbucks. She can only stream from a Starbucks now because the phone that had like cell phone service on it got stolen with her Tomb Raider pouch. But she's like, it's okay. Some new Daisy the Venice healer's gonna show up with my pouch and I'm gonna train them. Because she also thinks she's Splinter? Yeah, Splinter from Ninja Turtles. I get Splinter and Shredder mixed up. And Shredder's the bad guy who kills or tries to kill the Ninja Turtles. It's just bad dudes, runs like a cult and stuff. and then the kids play video games and join Shredder's cult. Splinter is like a rat in the sewer, and he's a mutant too, but Daisy is Splinter. She said she's Splinter.
Okay, I have a Venice-wide announcement to make. If you are not a woman, do not give me your attention. Do not look at me.
Alright, she had court. She was supposed to get a voucher the 10th, so 2 days ago. This is the first live she did since. Okay. Yeah, because this would have been the 11th then if it's the 12th today.
Do not talk to me. Unless you are a selected king, a chosen father, one of the homies,
What's a chosen father? What?
or like, okay? Otherwise, I don't want your attention. That's what's fun. I'm just in one of my moods. And someone asked me today, are you okay? And I just wanted to cry.
Nicole, how you doing?
Miss my kids. Dylan.
Miss my kids.
Rose and Chris.
Heather
Oh,
is.
Daisy, you're so lovable. Of course you miss your kids. And you want your mom to be nice. Do you want to talk to your mom, Daisy? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna call her for you, okay? All right, call her. Hello.
So this is her channeling her mom?
Is this Daisy's mom? Oh. Is this Lindsay's mom?
I guess the universe doesn't know her by her superhero name, only by Lindsay Davis, not Daisy the Venice Healer. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot about that. Yeah, Bruce adopted Daisy, so he's the chosen father. What does that mean? Chosen father.
I was wondering, would you be willing to pretend to do some process work with your daughter, Lindsay? She's on her live stream on YouTube right now, and
So who is she here? Like a third party?
she wants to pretend that you're here so that you guys could do some process work. Would you be willing to come and visit Daisy? La 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 la. My mother's spirit's here. Ah. My mother's here. My mother. Ah. My mother. Mom? I could tell that you're really weary right now, Mom.
So she's gonna be like, I can tell that you're really weird. Stop being so weird.
I could tell that you're super unsure, like you don't even know if you want to have this conversation with me. And you feel like it's not safe and your needs are not going to be considered. And it'll all be used against you. And you don't want to be enemy imaged. Is that true, Mom? Yes. And it's really important to me that you tell everyone that I love you. And this time of year, I don't know what happens, but things get all funky in our family, and it's really important to me that you get your housing, and I want you to be in therapy. And after you have your psychological evaluation and get on whatever prescribed meds they say, then you could see the kids.
I don't think that she'll say that. I don't think that she's ever gonna let Daisy see her kids. I think the kids are gonna have to be like adults, and then will want to have to reach out to her themselves. I can't see Susan saying this.
And actually, it's not up to me. I'm only talking about Rose. Dylan and Chris can choose if they want to see you. It was them who wanted the restraining order against you.
Is she still Susan talking to Daisy?
Mom, I hear that it's really important to you that I get my housing. And you really want me to know that you love me a lot. In fact, you want everyone to know. You want the whole live stream to be booped on the nose. And for the boop on the nose to be an acknowledgement of how much you love me. You love me a lot. And it's important to you that I understand that you're doing this out of love. And it's important to you that I go through the steps that are involved with being in compliance with my mental health program. You want me to go through all of the appropriate steps to get housing, to be in therapy, to have a
So is she just having this conversation with herself because she can't have this conversation with her mom, and she thinks like her mom will just see it and be like, oh, okay. Well, then in that case, yeah, you see the kids tomorrow. Like, what is she expecting to come from this?
another psych evaluation, which is fine. I've already had 3, but it's certainly time for an update because the last one was a couple years ago. And I'm also hearing that you want me to take any medication that's prescribed, and you want me to continue with my therapy, that you want to make sure that I follow through with all recommended programs. And I'm assuming that you're going to want to have some type of like reassurance from me that things are going to be better between you and I also. So I'm wondering what that would look like for you, because I totally acknowledge that.
I think this is where Daisy is kind of, this is her fault. Like, if she, not her fault, that sounds wrong. This is her flaw, I guess, and trying to get her kids back is like trying to make friends with the person who had your kids taken from you. Like, if you actually got your shit together and could show the court that you're a fit parent, get your kids back and drop your mom. Your mom's a psychopath. Like, why are you even trying to play nice with her? Fuck that shit. Like, seriously, fuck that shit. Like, if I don't know. I don't even like Daisy. I really don't like Daisy's mom, though. Like, I really don't like Daisy's mom. So, like, fuck this. Fuck trying to play nice. I don't think Daisy will ever get her shit together, but I just think she's going about it the wrong way. And maybe that's why she's not further along in the process. The kids are going to turn 18 in, like, I don't know, it depends on the kid, right? But I want to say in, what, 6 to 8 years, all of them will be 18? Might be wrong with that, but that's the only chance she's gonna have to get communication with them. She's trying it this way.
In the past, my behaviors have caused a lot of hurt and caused you not to trust and created an unpredictable environment. I can see all the ways where, you know, I've made mistakes and created a situation where you're not able to trust. And I can feel the fear and upset. And that matters to me. Your needs for harmony and your needs for an environment for the kids to thrive in are important to you. And by the way, it's super important to me too. And I'm in deep gratitude and appreciation for you creating that environment. It's at the utmost importance. It's of the utmost importance to me that I acknowledge that this is an alternative to the boys being in a group home, and that
Yeah, that's like the only benefit is like the boys, because there's a girl too that's with another family. They're with someone like familiar. They're with a family member, and not just like with some stranger in the foster system. That's the only benefit.
the alternative is a loving space with the grandma, and you're making age appropriate.
Yeah, because like let's be real, right? Until Daisy actually like comes to grips with reality, if she got the kids back, they would just be outside every day doing like protests and stuff. The kids would get an education. They would be becoming ninja dentists on the streets of Venice.
No, I don't want to say age appropriate. You're making developmentally appropriate mistakes for your stage of learning and growth, and so am I. And I just want to say that I'm only here to acknowledge the mistakes that I've made. That for me, just in case you're wondering, like if I...
Yeah, we didn't really hear much about the kids or like getting them back or missing them when she was with John, and like they were doing the call to love and all this other stuff. And when Billy was around, she was just like, oh, I can just replace my kids with Billy? Cool. But now that everyone's gone, that summer is over, and the winter's setting in, and I guess people are off with their families doing holiday shit and not wanting to fuck their lives up. Daisy's feeling a little more lonely than maybe she normally would the rest of the year round.
I need to have acknowledgement, or if you're wondering if I have any resentments, I have literally zero. So I imagine that there's a lot of stuff that you want me to acknowledge. Just so you know, I love you, Mom. I do trust you, and I do know that you have good intentions. And I really care about finding a way forward that works. I really don't feel like I need any reassurance from you. I love you very much, and I'm looking forward to repairing our relationship. I imagine that's going to take time, and maybe you even want to do it with a professional. It's feeling really good for me to process this way, so thank you for listening, Mom. Like, I can't believe you've been quiet for so long. Is it okay with you if I go on? Or do you want to respond to what I've said? All right, I'm feeling the pause, and you want me to continue. I guess you like what I'm saying. I can see that...
Or she's not fucking there. She's not there.
Just by how your shoulders have come down and you're kind of leaning in, that you must be enjoying what I'm saying. And I just want you to know that I mean every word of it. I love you very much. There's no way that the boys are going to allow me to mistreat you. So please know that even if it weren't for my, the beautiful boys advocating for you, because I know they love you very much, just know that I would want to repair the relationship with you anyways. It doesn't do anyone any good to be in a fight and to have resentments. Resentments make us sick. And I would love to dissolve all resentments and enemy images and just create an environment where we can have peace and love and flow and harmony. And I keep repeating over and over again, I don't want to take anyone away from anyone. I just want to co-parent. I just want to coexist, co-relationship, co-tribe, like be like a part of the squad. Would be really nice.
Why can't she have like visitation, like supervised visitation? I do understand that, like when she had visitation before, she tried to kidnap one of the kids, I think, if I'm remembering right. So like I would understand like not like she can't have non-supervised visits, but she could at least get a lot of supervised visits, right? Unless the kids just don't want to see her at all.
And that would be fun too, because I love to clean, and I would love to do.
She's pretending like, yeah, she's pretending she's talking to her mom, and she's also pretending to be her mom while talking to her. It's kind of weird.
Do you and the kids' laundry, and I bet I could clean and help do laundry at Nico and Pabi's. And I'm not gonna give too much more information, but
She's referencing the other family that has her daughter that talks with her mom for some reason.
those are the nicknames, and my daughter Rose's family. I bet I could clean there and do laundry. Turns out I really like cleaning.
She so she was like out tricking and left the kids alone in a trailer when I think like the oldest one was 8 or 10 or something. Too young to be looking after 2 other kids, and the youngest was like 2. And she did this because she didn't want to pay for a babysitter anymore, because she would come home blackout drunk and high on coke and would forget what she said or did to the babysitter, so she didn't want like them ratting her out. So then when she got arrested for tricking, I won't get more into it than that, she was like, my kids are alone in a trailer, you gotta let me go. And then they were like, oh, okay, well, we'll just take him from you then. So that is how she lost custody of her kids.
Yeah. So there's a lot of other ways I could contribute to. You know, I would love to babysit because my
Hey, Trisha.
daughter's still little, and in addition to babysit, meaning like they have another child, so there's probably nights when they want to go out and have someone watch their other child too. Yeah, I would.
I don't know. This is what I mean. We can't let Daisy watch kids unsupervised. That's not an option here. But like, she should be able to at least see her kids under supervision, I think.
Treat him like my own, and I would love to be a part of my kids' life, to be able to spend time with them, create a space so they could come over, and I could feel that now you're ready to respond. So, what is it that you want to tell me, Mother? It's so hard for me to listen to because I just want to hug you, and it's just been awful fighting with you like this. And if you really stick to it, and if you do everything you say and you go through your mental health court and everything gets, you get stable and you have your own place, then I don't see why you can't have visitation with the kids. So we'll see, if Dylan and Chris want to see you, then great. It's not up to me though. Like, I cannot control Nico and Poppy letting you see Rose. I just can't. And it's gonna be up to them if you get to see her or not. So, as far as I'm concerned, if Dylan and Chris want to see you, that's fine. But I'm not sure what Nico and Poppy are gonna say.
This is probably a weird imaginary conversation we could have just had in our heads, right? We didn't have to do this on live stream. I mean, I'm glad she did, I guess, because it's interesting, but like, probably didn't need to do this live.
Yes, I've been hearing this for the past 6 or so years, and I know, and it does make me feel sad. It makes me sad to hear that same answer again, because it makes me feel a little bit weary that it's gonna be the same thing again. Like, I'm gonna go through this program and get housed, and then I won't be able to see my kids because this is what happened.
I don't like the imaginary answer he gave me, even though it came from my own brain. I don't like that answer. Daisy's imaginary mom. She's arguing with herself now?
Last year, and when you brought my son Dylan to my wedding and acted like I would be allowed to see him.
Snarky's like one of the nicest.
And then it was like so weird how he was allowed to talk to me but wasn't, and like you couldn't know anything, and just like all of this sneaking around and lying and stuff, I would really, 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 really like for us to have more honesty and transparency. And if it's okay with you, I would like to have a super vulnerable discussion. And I know that this discussion might be a little bit triggering for you, but I think it's really important to have it.
It'd be easier if she put a different voice to her mom. You know how she does like the Stevie Meany voice? And then I know exactly when she's imitating me. I keep getting lost in which one's her and which one's supposed to be her mom.
Because I'm doing what's being asked, but some things are not adding up. When I do what is asked, then you don't follow through with what's asked of you. And then there's a couple things that I need to run by you that are super disturbing, and they are the following. The first one is pretending that you don't know that I'm talking to my son when you do. And I haven't talked to my son in a while, but this piece, like lying about it and asking.
Yeah, so like, yeah. Susan will talk to Daisy. Susan will call Daisy when she has a restraining order against her and be like, Daisy, if you do this or that, if you delete these videos, if you like walk this back or something, I'll let you see your kids, even though Susan knows that Daisy isn't legally allowed to see her kids, and that's not how restraining orders work. And Susan also knows that Daisy is mentally fucking ill, and you shouldn't do that to a mentally ill person, let alone your own daughter, right? Right? So yeah, Susan does know that Daisy does talk to her kids sometimes with Susan's fucking permission. Didn't Susan bring one of the kids to like her wedding with Prince as well? I don't like Susan. Susan is a manipulative bitch. That's who Susan is.
Asking me to sneak around and then saying like that no one can know that I spent time with
Yeah, she tried. That's why I think she lost visitation, is because she tried to kidnap one of her kids.
Dylan. Like this kind of like lying and sneaking around and keeping things from Chris, and Chris will report it, and then telling my boys they'll go in a group home. Like, did someone really tell you that? Did someone really tell you that if you let me see my kids that they're gonna go in a group home? And like, who said this? And could you please be honest with me? Like, I'm gonna channel the truth, Mom, okay? Because it's not like, I can't let my kids grow up with parental alienation. If you, like, please look it up. Please look it up. It's where one parent gets enemy imaged by the other. And Mom, I know you don't agree with my way of life. I'm traumatized because I'm being kept from my kids. And I'm a super eccentric character. Like, I am who I am, Mom. Alright? We don't get to pick our mom. Like, you are who you are. And if I enemy imaged you and alienated the kids from you, like, some people do that to their moms. This is so painful to be done to families. It's painful for the caregiver who's being alienated, but what's really, really traumatizing is these kids are in a key stage of development. So it's super important that we consider what is important for the kids, and it's to not have these resentments and enemy images, because when they carry that kind of like anger around with them, it's not okay. Like, we need to find resolve. So if it's true and they don't want to see me, I don't believe it. I believe that my boys think that they're gonna get stuck in a group home, and they probably don't trust, like, they're probably like, oh, her housing's not stable, so like, let me get that squared away. Let me get my housing squared away, so it's my voucher in my name where I can have my kids, and I will let them know I need a space for my kids, and let me get my voucher squared away. But in the meantime, please let me see my kids. Let me have visits with them. Let me do homework with them after school. Let me just come and clean the house, and that way when they come home, I'm there.
Well, she did. She did have money at one point, for sure. Yeah.
You know, I could cook dinner a couple nights a week, give you a break, clean.
Which is also like she used to get a lot of money in child support, which is like some people I've seen some people be like, that's the only reason she wants her kids back is then she'll get like the child support again, and then she can like sustain her lifestyle. But her lifestyle now is just like a homeless lady. So like I don't really know if that would be her incentive. I think she just honestly like just wants to see her kids. But I don't think she's in the right mindset to either. It's complicated. That's a weird live stream she did.
In the kitchen, just do not alienate me. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. And I want to hear your honest. I'm gonna channel you, Mom. I'm gonna channel you because your spirit's here.
I think she has, what is it, 2 or 3 baby daddies. One of them is actually dead. So yeah, none of them are in the kids' lives, I don't think.
And I'm gonna listen to your honest truth. And this is not gonna be like, I'm not gonna channel you now. I'm gonna channel your higher self because I know you're gonna lie to me. That your self now is gonna lie to me. So I'm gonna channel your higher self because I wanna know your truth. I'm gonna call you Daisy because I know you want to be called Daisy. I'm not gonna call you Lindsay. And this is my higher self. And I'm really, really scared and really, really hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to process this. So I'm getting really angry and creating this story that's discombobulating me. And that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling discombobulated. And I don't have any healthy outlets or relationships I can depend on to discharge these feelings or to have others make me feel like I make sense. So I just feel like I'm alone doing all of this by myself. And I don't feel like my intentions are going to be acknowledged, that I'm going to be enemy image. And by the end of it, you're gonna break me and you're gonna hurt the kids and this is all gonna get messed up. I can't risk it. Yeah, everything's okay right now. At least there's stability and I cannot risk it getting all messed up. And I'm too afraid to let you in because I'm worried that if I let you see the kids, and if you start to see the kids and build a relationship, then there's no getting you out. Once you're in, that's it. And you have been out for 6.5 years. You've had no overnights. You've had pretty much no contact with them. Been years without contact. And then since the kids were removed, you would go weeks or months at a time because you couldn't get your visits. So these kids barely remember you. And
I think the kids remember her. I don't know about that.
They have an enemy image that's keeping them away from you, and this is what I want. It's helping me feel safe. It's helping me feel like my world is secure and safe. And I have like purpose now, like the extra money from Chris's dad's estate is helping, and not having a place to live, having to live with your brother and living with you before that and going through all of that money, it was just so scary. So this is good for me and the kids. It's offering me some reprieve and it's allowing me time to bond with the kids and raise them right, because I feel like the way that you raise them is going to be they'll be too free and they won't understand this world, and then they won't be able to operate in the world the way it is, because you don't live in this world, you live in another world. So it's really important to me that I raise them so that they're raised right. And it's because I care about how they're going to be doing when they're adults. It's not just important for them to be happy when they're a child. And I love that, you know, you had a family bed and we're spending all your time with them, but like laying around all day because you were hungover and driving around up and down the coast in your RV was not a good life for them. Like going back and forth to Costa Rica and traveling all over and taking them out of school, you were not giving them any stability or structure. And they needed to have an environment.
Well, it sounds like she's at least been listening to whatever her mom's been telling her to be able to relay all this as if she is her mom.
With stability and structure. I know that you went to 7 schools in 6 years. You went to 8 schools in 7 years, because in the next year you went into middle school. So you switched schools and you didn't have stability and structure. So this is your mom and this is my higher self. And I'm letting you know that my higher self knows that there's better strategies. And my higher self knows other ways. But my higher self is not completely online. So I'm doing the best that I can with the most love. You may not be able to feel my love, but it's epic. I love you so much. And I know I'm hurting you right now, but in my own way, I'm loving you as much as I can. Do you believe that? I could tell that you believe that. I could
Well, that's just getting sad.
tell, and I can feel that you're resonating and that you're starting to understand me. And I can also feel, Daisy, that you are softening. Yeah, I love you very much. I'm always gonna be your mama. It's really hard for me to hug you and snuggle you, and when you grab me and hug me and snuggle me and love me, oh, I just melt. I love it so much. And you are my sunshine. You are so amazing, and please do not punish me. Please do not make me pay for hurting you. I really...
Right, Jeremiah? It's so hard to follow. That's why I was like, if she could at least do different voices, it would make it a little easier to follow. Like, she made her mom sound like this, and then like she just sounds normal. And then I don't even know. The universe, I think she talks as the universe sometimes too. Oh, could talk like this. And then I would be like, oh, I totally get what's going on.
really want to be in a relation with you also. And I can feel that you want us.
I'm too caffeinated. I drank 2 coffees instead of 1 today, and I feel like I don't know. I just like I'm like half sideways right now. Just trying to get it out of my system, sweat it out of my system.
To repair the rupture. And I'm mourning the gap with you. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to do that with you right now. And I want you to know I love you so much. And if my higher self could come in and boop myself on the nose and do it for you, I would do it. But right now, the best thing that I can do is alienate you from your kids, which you...
I can see why Daisy's mom might ask her to take this down, because I was like, you should download this. I think Jill was like, you should download the video. I was like, yeah, I should, because I didn't say that. I was just like, okay. He said, because the mom might get her to take it down. Yeah, I can see why.
Be willing to love me where I am and just love me unconditionally, even though I'm hurting you so.
Maybe I actually should drink some water right now to even it out, to, you know, water down the coffee.
Badly right now, could you please understand that I really do care, and your needs do matter to me, and I do support you, and this is the best way that I know how to support you, is by pushing you away like this and using the court systems to punish you and use force and control over you, because I'm
Fly girl Fly girl, love the pumpkin.
Past my capacity of being able to do it, and I'm not willing to do it anymore because in the past, it's taken such a toll on me. And I used to have these horrible panic attacks. Like, my health got so much better when I moved out of your house, Daisy, and I know you've been doing a lot of work
Susan lived at Daisy's house? Wait, why was Susan living at Daisy's house?
on yourself, sweetheart. But I am just not there yet. I do not feel like I can trust you yet. You haven't.
No, really, why was Susan at Daisy's house? Was this before she got back together with the dad? Was she, like, moving in on the dad by, like, using Daisy to get back with the dad or something? Why was she in Daisy's house?
Done enough. And I acknowledge everything
It would make sense if Daisy was at her house, but why the fuck was she at Daisy's house?
you've done. I know that you've done a lot, sweetheart. I know it hurts so bad to keep hearing no, no, no over and over again. And yes, I'm influencing the boys and enemy imaging you big time. And one of the big reasons they don't want to see you is because of me, and I know this because I'm the matriarch right now, and I'm taking care of their needs, and they trust me. They know I'm going to give them a place of stability and support, and, you know, like, I kick them out all the time and tell them I'm going to put them in a group home.
Susan spent the $1 million in inheritance money in a year or two, and then she had to hop from Daisy to Daisy's brother for a few years, and now she's in the dinky apartment, allegedly. Okay. So they're all terrible with money. It's not it's not just a Daisy thing. Got it. I mean, why didn't I question that, actually? Because remember when we saw Allison's video and she was trying to give them all rocks and shit? That apartment complex, yeah, that is for millionaires or whatever, for the ex of famous violinist man. Like, yeah, they should be living a bit better.
And threaten them just like I used to threaten you. And I also threatened to kill myself because I'm suicidal. That's just the stage I'm in. And it needs to be said bluntly.
Susan threatened to off herself? What?
Like that because I need to be loved up. I need to be loved up exactly as I am. I need to be loved up in the stage I'm in. Everything I did to you, I'm doing to the kids. I know you've had no contact with us and you can feel it, and that's another reason why it's not safe, because you could just report me. And you have reported me. And if you report me, then the kids, no one has the kids. The kids just go to a group home. So
that's like, that's Susan's, I guess, what do you call it? Assurance that Daisy isn't gonna rat on her. It's like, well, you know, you could tell me, you could report me to the courts, but then the kids get taken and then they're in a group home. So I would suggest you not do that, and I'm just gonna be a menace, and you can't do anything about it, and everyone's just gonna call you crazy, Daisy, because you are crazy. Because like, I'm not even contesting that Daisy is crazy, but if you read between the lines, Susan is a piece of shit.
I'm sorry that the situation is what it is. It's just me and the boys, and it's shitty, and it's like seriously taking me past the edge. Like, I'm past my capacity, but I'm doing it because I have to take care of those boys. But I'm just letting you know, like, it's not easy. It's really hard.
And I don't know if I've ever thrown this out publicly, but I'm in a mood now. If we're to believe anything that Daisy says about her childhood growing up and the way that she was abused, what makes Susan fit to raise Daisy's kids? Like, if all of that happened under Susan's watch, why the fuck is she fit to raise Daisy's kids?
Wow, Mom. I really want to hug you right now. Like, any kind of enemy image I had of you is absolutely gone. Like, that was so...
Susan is Daisy's mom. who has custody of her boys, her sons.
That was so like raw and real and like makes me just want
The like the most introspective, I don't know, Daisy in her head therapy session is like happening, and then like all these people behind her are just like, I don't know, looking at TikTok videos or something, like living their lives around her.
to like help your situation be better. And it makes me feel really soft. Like I feel a longing to contribute to you and to love you and to tell you that you matter and life is beautiful and we're all walking each other home. We're healing and learning and growing. I know you don't believe in trauma, but it's a thing.
Oh god. Are they real tears, or is it the fake Daisy that remember when she was crying in front of that guy? I can't even remember where he was from, but one of her fans came to see her from some other state, like way far away, Ohio or some shit. And she was just like, "Ah," with her mouth open, like doing the crazy cry, because I think her and John broke up one of the billion times they did.
And if we acknowledge it, then we could heal it. So, you know, we could acknowledge it and mourn it. And I know that your higher self knows that. And I could feel the desperation, and I feel it too. Like you're on your own and it's really hard. It makes me feel really sad that I'm not there to support you. And I could see how instead of acting out in the past, if I had been supportive and loving and consistently more conscious in my communication, acknowledging that like we're all imperfect and not being so judgmental to you. And you're right, I did report you to DCFS and CP.
She claims she wasn't notified of the court date, and then blames someone else. Wait, what? No, she knew about the court date.
Yes, and it did create an environment that made it risky for the kids. And channeling you, like, it makes me feel like now I'm your servant because I love you. And
or is this you're talking about like the custody hearings? I thought you meant the housing court thing. Did she miss her court for the housing?
you were taking care of my kids. That's so huge. Like, you have no idea how much appreciation I feel right now. And I feel tender because there's not much I could do in terms of contributing to you right now, but I wish there was something I could do to make it easier.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
My mind's kind of like, whenever I think of how to help, you know, dropping off money or groceries or, I mean, you know, I've tried it all. I've tried to bring gifts and cards, and you want me to stay away. You want me to follow a restraining order.
No, I should have been looking at questions instead of just answers. That's my bad.
And stay away. And you want me to focus on myself, work on myself. You want me to acknowledge that you are a beautiful human with gifts and talents and an upside and a downside, and that you make mistakes. And suicide is the #1 cause of death in children right now.
Is it?
I want to send love to you. I want you to know that you have a meaning and purpose in this world. You're here to do incredible positive things, and you are doing incredible positive things. And I want to tell you that I'm loving you from afar. Whenever I send my 3 beautiful children love, I send you love. Dylan, Rose, and Chris, I'm always sending you love, and I'm always sending you love, Mom. And it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. Not, you know that I called the uncle? You know I called my brother Dylan? You wanna know what brother did? I called brother. He said, I hate everyone. I was like, well, I love you. He goes, well, why are you calling? I said, I'm calling because I wanted to let you know that I love you and I'm here to support you, and it's been a while since I talked to you, so if there's...
What the fuck? Alright, I don't know if her stats are right. I'm trying to find out if the #1 cause of death in kids is suicide, because that's fucking insane. If there's a problem in this world if that is the case, because like you're a kid, you shouldn't even be thinking about that. Like, what the fuck? You don't even have bills to pay. What the fuck is happening? But what I'm finding is like even scarier is like drug overdose and poisoning increased by 86% in 2019 to 2020 among children and adolescents. So they're dying. That's the third major cause of death. I haven't gotten to the first. Is drug overdoses and poisoning in kids.
Anything that you want to share, or anything that you need, I would love to receive it and witness you, and I just want to contribute to you. So, how are you? And he repeated himself, I hate everyone. So, I just think it's time, Mom. Time for us to heal. Time for us to heal. Please. Oh, Daisy.
Okay, so it goes car crashes, both traffic related and non-traffic related. It's the #1 cause of death in kids. Followed by firearms and then drugs. Kids have got it rough these, Jesus Christ. So like, if you're a kid, look out for cars, guns, and drugs. Don't do drugs. Stay away from cars and guns, and I think you'll be okay. I made it through childhood. I only been hit by 3 cars. So like honestly, this makes a lot of sense. This these statistics. Where was this from? This was published 420. Whoa, was it published 420 2022? New England Medical Journal. Wait, is this even in America? That'd be kind of crazy if this was in the UK. I think New England is in America, right?
Actually, oh, Lindsay. My higher self went back up. Now it's just Mom. Oh, hi, Mama. Oh,
Yeah, University of Michigan. Okay, we're good.
Lindsay. I feel like everything's gonna be okay.
The potato.
And you wanna know something? I don't wanna kill myself. I'm sorry that I said that when you were a little girl. And I love you very much. I'm sorry that I made you feel like you didn't belong and told you to call your dad to go live with him. I just did that because I knew he would say no, and I wanted you to see like how awful he was, and also I just felt hopeless. Like I just wanted to give you kids away, so it just felt good to pretend I was giving you guys away. Sorry I always said stuff like that. That's probably what made you all disorganized attachment style. It's probably why, you know.
Yeah, like accidental poisoning or drug overdosing. Even like you can like OD on vitamins, some vitamins.
You are the way you are. So I totally acknowledge this. Like I'm scrappy, but you have to admit, I'm a really good cook. I'm super gorgeous. My skin is amazing. I taught you to take good care of your skin. You are gorgeous because I told you how important it was to be gorgeous. And your skin is flawless because I've always said your face and your neck and your chest, you treat all of the skin like a glorious goddess queen. Like, don't ever touch yourself without glowing and sparkling. Be like, I love you so much. And when you look at the sun, let the rays enter your body as love. I programmed you to be a queen, and you can handle anything. And I'm making you the goddess you're supposed to be. So please just like take the parental alienation like a champ.
Take the parental alienation like a champ. Okay.
And ride your shred sled like a superhero do. And keep working on yourself. Get your housing. Start to make something of yourself. Write those books. You're always talking about writing a book. Write the books already. Stop talking about it.
Daisy, what? I never knew Daisy even read books, let alone thought about writing them. What book would Daisy write?
Keep talking about writing the books. Write the books. That chat GBT thing, just download it on your phone. Write the books. Will you please be rich and famous already? You are a goddess. I'm waiting for you to rise. I'm your glorious mother. You love me so much. I know you do. You'd do anything for me. And I know you forgive me for alienating you from your kids. I know that you totally understand that I'm just messed up because I was born when people were messed up. And you were born like after the hippies started the Lovevolution. Like, I haven't been Lovevolution like you have, and you totally get that. Oh my God, you make me feel like a queen. You see me like a goddess. Thank you for seeing me like that, because I'm really hard on myself. Please don't attack me or punish me for alienating you from your kids. Also, I'm just waiting for you to sabotage the relationship with the foster parents. Just like you did with Daniela, your sister. If you can repair your relationship with your sister and with the foster family, you will have a relationship with your daughter, okay?
That's bullshit, though. That's bullshit, and if her mom actually said that, then this is what I'm talking about. She's manipulative and evil. Have you guys ever seen Angels in the Outfield? I don't know if you guys have. It's an obscure movie, I guess. But kid's in foster care, and his dad comes around, like, I don't know, every now and then, just to, like, I don't know if he's obligated to or whatever, but he's like, when are we the family gonna get back together? When are you gonna take me home? And everything. He's like, when the Angels win the World Series, and then he puts a fucking cigarette out on his leg. And I was like, that's really weird and crazy. But it's a lie. They're never getting the family back together. You never come back for the kid. And like all these angels help them win the World Series, and the movie ends with like the dad's a deadbeat dad and he doesn't fucking come back. So like that is what it reminds me of, Susan saying that shit.
So the ball is in your court. All right? And be authentic. Don't make it fake. Like, be real. And be vulnerable. Like, don't be afraid to admit your mistakes. And don't talk about what other people did. No one did anything except help you with your kids. Okay? You're lucky that your children get to see each other. They could have been lost in the foster care system. So the appreciation and acknowledgement is good. You want to keep that up. And just focus on getting your housing. Focus on making sure that all of your needs are being met. And when you're thriving and you don't have a man that's helping you thrive, like, forget all this he-hive stuff. You don't need a man. You need you. You need to fix you. And when you are stable and you create a space for your children, then they will come in. Okay? And this time I promise you it will be different. All right? Boys are older now. So it's in many, many ways it's going to be different. How does it feel?
What is even the moral of that movie? The more I think about it, that's just a sad movie. That's like, we transcended fucking planes of existence to I don't know, to appease a liar just for everything to not work out in the end or something, right? Like, that's Angels in the Outfield. What a fucking shit movie.
hearing me say that. Mom, that feels so good. Thank you. You have no idea. I need a minute. Thank you, Mommy. Can I hug you? You're so snuggly, Mom. Your hair's gotten really long. Thanks for coming.
They played against the Toronto Blue Jays in the movie. You don't even have to be good to beat the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm reading the plot. I need to know how this movie ends. I must have remembered it wrong. There's no way they ended the movie like that, right?
Coming to talk to me, Mom. I miss my kids a lot. My mom left. She's gone. It's just us now. I can't give myself a second to cry.
One of the baseball players adopts the kids? That's the happy ending? Not the worst ending, I guess. That's a happier ending than I remember. Oh, this is sad. Sorry, I was reading about Angels in the Outfield again. It seems more genuine than her crazy, over-dramatic cries. It's all bologna sauce.
Mom, I know you left, but I just want you to know I love you a lot. Thank you. I got a lot of chosen moms. I got a lot of chosen moms who love me, took care of me. I got chosen dads. I could call him, let him know I'm going through a rough time. I need a ride. I need, could you please take me to your place to have a bath? Could you help, yeah. I'm really missing my kids right now. It's really hard right now, you guys. Dylan, Rose, and Chris, I'm hugging you, and I love you. Dylan, Rose, and Chris, I think about you all the time.
So this is a cautionary tale, guys. Don't take your kids for granted and like go out and do a bunch of drugs and alcohol every night and go tricking when you get a whole bunch of money in child support. You don't really need to be tricking, right? Like, don't do all that shit. Like, actually look after your kids and value them and make sure they're safe. So, I don't know. As sad as this is, I guess, for someone who like doesn't know the full context, like that, like this is all a result of her own stupidity, unfortunately.
I got nothing to lose because of you guys. You guys made me create a superhero. Daisy's gonna save all of us just to get to you. I'm gonna free Venice Beach. Then when Venice Beach is free, I'm gonna go to Skid Row and 50,000 unhoused in LA. And we're gonna do a march to the LA River 1 mile away.
I know it's hard, guys, to do the bare minimum of your parental requirements by law, but you know, as long as you're trying, that's all I can that's all I can expect from it.
We're gonna free the LA River and get the dang boot off our neck instead of being lemmings marching off a cliff to our death. We're gonna start to get courageous and take our power back, create self-governing systems. So instead of the social workers snatching up our kids, the families will heal, the rifts will resolve, and there will be restoration and renewal in families. There will not be enemy imaging and parental alienating and weaponizing the court systems against parents. Hey, superhero! Who?
Why are you getting calls here? Who do you think you are?
Cause I'm famous and everyone knows I love you guys. Cause this is my hangout.
We're not taking your calls, baby. Don't do that to us. Carla, you know Carla?
Carla?
I was muted. What was he what's he talking about? Don't do your live streams here because then the employees get calls? It's hard to hear what he was saying. Is that what he was saying?
File phones.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh, yeah. Where you going? Leave mine.
Alright, I can wait. She's gonna. How about if we tickle torture? I got the busboy Freddy at, you know, the ale house at Rose Avenue. I like from the outside of the restaurant. I was like, I'm gonna tickle torture Freddy, and the manager.
The person whose YouTube account is a person called Starbucks on Venice Beach for some reason. To say what? Did you guys know that you serve Daisy the Venice Healer? That lady that comes in and yells, I'm Daisy the Venice Healer, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, did you guys know that she's the... What would you even say? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Manager and everyone started smiling and laughing. I was like, no!
That makes less sense when like Conger would call Subway and stuff, because at least when Conger called Subway, it was gonna be like, James is gonna loiter there for 8 hours and not buy anything. He has no money, so unless you want like this crazy person scaring off your customers and smelling really bad, I suggest you tell him to like buy something or get out. You know? Why are we calling Starbucks?
It's like someone save him. The teleporter monster's here, and I was like, never. And Freddy tried to run away, and I got him. I was like, it was so funny. Of course, it was tickle torture. Except he's really ticklish. That felt good. I feel lighter. I miss my kids a lot, you guys.
No. Why, like, why would I want to see this? Have I seen? There's a documentary about Lily Phillips, the woman who fucked 100 guys in 24 hours. That's just like, none of that sounds interesting to me. I don't know. How do you make a documentary about that?
I miss my children. Dylan, Rose, and Chris, they will come back to me. They will. And this is how we're gonna make
This is from yesterday.
court system superfluous. The way we get the boot off our neck is we say, hey, listen, we're noticing that the money we're giving you guys is not making it to the places we want. For example, there's $252 million for the homeless people. We want to make sure that money gets to them. And one of the ways that we're going to do this is instead of you guys just having all these superfluous positions where you pay people and we just have to trust you for, like, you could just print whatever you want and everyone's got to pay the bills you print. How are we going to trust that? I'm going to propose something. We're going to create a call to love. And us, the community, coming together and rising, getting the boot off our neck. We're going to be like this. Tell me every single position in the city. I want to know every person who is paid to be in Venice Beach by taxpayers. And I
Going on, Salty?
want every single position to be filled by a conscious, caring community member that creates a fellowship. For example, the LA Fire Department, a squad of hunks. The uniforms will come off. Just kidding, they'll need them for the fire.
What's the fucking point of that? Just like, she got too frisky for a second and dialed it back. She's like, just kidding, they're gonna need it for the fire, obviously. Like, what the fuck?
Everyone else's uniforms will come off. But the hunks, when they're at the fire station, they could take their shirts off. There's also a garden, so of course they'll garden with their shirts off. Goddesses too. Okay, sorry, back to a call to love. I started thinking about firemen. So, the positions for the
The fuck was that?
job firemen will now be a fellowship of the firemen. And they get to show up whenever they want. They just show up. And they do not have to sign up. And there's all different like gatherings that they could go to. You could just like show up. And if not enough people are showing up to the fire department, then we put on the app, like the things that we need people to volunteer for first will be on the top of the list. So when people
Oh, okay. Well, thank God. I thought she was about to say, like, if there's not enough fires for the firemen, maybe we should just, like, start lighting fires to give them something to do. But, okay, she wants the firemen to do, like, handiwork? Like, hey, you need a TV hung? I'll come hang your TV shirtless in your house, fireman? That's what she wants? An app for that?
look for their meaning and purpose,
I think this was already pitched on Shark Tank, actually. Like, I think literally there's already an app of like firefighters who will go do handiwork for women when there's no fires happening.
you can see the needs that are up the most. So let's say firemen is on the top of the list, so more people are going to sign up with the firemen. But you can't just be a fireman. So you don't go through school anymore. Like if you want to be a doctor, no more like not being able to pay.
But wait, you need to know how to do the doctor stuff, though. We're just gonna have doctors that haven't gone to school. Wait, that could be an issue.
Just like in 12 steps, you cannot just sponsor someone until you've been through the 12 steps.
Does she think doctors are like how she views people with addictions or like other problems? Like, I beat my kids, so I'm going to teach you how to not beat your kids, or I was an alcoholic, so I'm going to teach you how to not be an alcoholic. Like, that doesn't work for, like, I had a brain tumor and now that I've got rid of it, I can get rid of yours. Like, no, you need to be a surgeon, and like, it doesn't work like that. Like, what the fuck, Daisy?
So with the firemen, you cannot just firemen until you've been through the 12 steps. I don't know how many steps, but you know what I'm saying? You have to like go through the process of learning how to be a fireman. In AA, you have to go through the process of learning how to be in the program of AA to be able to sponsor someone in the program. So you want to be in the program of fire? Let's have the elementals.
I told you. Wait, I swear to God, you asked this before, and I told you. Yeah, when is this from? This is from yesterday. Yesterday. Coldest planet. This is from yesterday.
Because we are made of energy. Energy creates matter, so we want to learn how to shapeshift from the energetic realm. If we're all cognition and
There was one person, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, I just fast forward through Steve talking, but they would ask questions and then like I would answer them, but they wouldn't hear my answers because they fast forward the parts where I'm talking. So you better not be like one of those people, Coldest planet.
jobs, then we are only being in the material realm, and we must ascend and be smarter and more conscious.
Cooked on the floor, so I'll teach you how to cook on the floor. Rachel fucking Gallinera.
Are we closing? Oh, we're cleaning. Oh, well, here, do this one too. Okay. Hey, goddess. So now, instead of firemen being paid and us having tax dollars funneled around to the firemen, people just sign up. Now all of a sudden you got 2-year-old firemen. They're so cute. They go to the fire station all day, every day. There's so many 2-year-olds. There's babies too. Because the babies sometimes they want to go with their big brother. The big brother got him a fireman, so cute. Anyone can go who wants to go. Right? In AA, like you could bring your baby, you could bring
That's why you guys know about angels in the outfield. I talk about very important things, you know?
just get there. It works till you work, so work it, you're worth it. Keep coming back. Like if you cannot give anything, it's okay. Just let the basket go by. Like just you are the most important person here. We are here for you. This is how we want to treat people. We want to be like, oh, you can't pay, you can't come to school here then. Oh, you can't pay, you can't have your food then. Our needs are indisputable. So now
Daisy wants it like the old days. Remember like back in the old days? When people be like, I've been driving a school bus since I was 12 years old. And then people like, I've been fighting fire since I was 6. All of my other baby firefighters, they died in service. But you'd actually be like the best firefighter in the world. Firefighter, ninja, dentist. Think about what the world could be like if Daisy ran it. Daisy was the mayor. Actually, I don't think Daisy would make a good mayor. Or like any position of authority.
now, just like with the firemen where people sign up, like we will have composting, not LADWP. LADWP people, they're kind of stupid because they pee poo in the water. They're not that smart. And also LADWP, they cement all of our rivers and stuff. Like they're really not that smart. They're really good at digging though. So we're gonna keep them for that. So LADWP will be in charge of the rivers. So if they cement it up, bulldoze it down. So now, instead of LADWP, we will have free energy, clean waterways, Earth's culture medium, vivacious mineral nutrient and oxygen filled. And the
Vivacious, huh? Vivacious.
instead of LADWP having like pipes and sewage plants, it'll be all about having the freshest, flowiest, most vivacious, flouncy hair making, smooth, glorious, flawless skin creating water that you could splash and play in. This is water that will make you happy because you could choose whatever you want. Like it will never be too cold or too hot because you will get to pick. Oh, I want it hot. We'll go to the hot springs. No, I don't want it to be a still pool that's a hot spring. I want it to come from up there. I want a waterfall that's hot. Done. Do you want a lazy river after you go down the waterfall? It's actually a water slide waterfall. Done. And I want it to bubble. Okay, we'll go to the Bubble Creek. It's naturally carbonated because there's elephants playing so much that the baby elephants are blowing so many bubbles that it creates carbonated water.
I'm not dead.
So you know how you like Pellegrino water, how it has sparkling water? We found a way to have sparkling rivers. You don't need to have a little sparkling water system. The baby elephants are so happy they just blow bubbles all day. It's so delicious. I can't wait. Oh, I didn't even tell you. We already freed the animals from the LA Zoo.
That's a bad idea. I don't know why she's so hell-bent on that. One day she's gonna actually do it, and it's gonna not be a good... not gonna be a good thing.
So instead of, like, the LA Zoo is atrocious. All of the animals' pace.
Yeah, so, like, you know all the animals that the humans have, like, pissed off for however many years? Let's just let them loose, and I'm sure they'll get along with all the humans great. I'm sure there won't be any, maulings or anything like that. I'm sure the animals can differentiate between, like, the good people and the bad people that have kept them locked up. What could go wrong?
All the animals have been freed from the LA Zoo. They're on their way here now because the fire spread from Malibu to LA Zoo.
There was a crazy fire in Malibu. It went to the zoo?
So they have to evacuate the animals. Okay, fine. The aliens gave us a message that we better free the animals. Okay, I was just pretending. I can't wait till the elephants repopulate. They're gonna be everywhere. Elephants love California.
Dude, where did she get this information from? Who was like, did an elephant tell her this? We love California, us elephants.
They love it. So excited. Oh. Daisy, you're so smart and pretty.
Thank God. I got scared. I was like, the poor animals.
This call to love idea is so good. I can't wait for the community members to do it. We're gonna be self-governing. Daisy, you're so smart and gorgeous. You're a wise queen.
This is the same one from last year. It's, what is it? Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda? That's his name? That's not his name. Whatever the thing is that I call Baby Yoda from that fucking Star Wars show, where I was like, that's Boba Fett. That guy in the show is Boba Fett. And then at the end, Boba Fett comes, and I'm like, wait, who the fuck was the guy that we were watching the whole time? So I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening in that show. But he's from that show. The Mandalorian. I guess the guy's name is just The Mandalorian, which is a terrible name for a person.
Look at you. I love you so much. Daisy, tell them about your other book. Okay, so the 5 Steps of Global Liberation. And that wasn't a book. Well, I guess a call to love is
There you go. Grogu. That's also a terrible name for a Baby Yoda.
gonna be a book, you're right. A call to love. I should write a book because AA has a book. So we'll just write a book like, it'll be like just talking about a call to love. Okay, all right, we'll do that. We'll use ChatGPT because I don't write, I speak. I'm a Samala.
Well, what's his name then? What's Mandalorian's name? I swore it was Boba Fett. I was like, that's either Boba Fett or Jango Fett. And he's neither of them. He's just some guy. But he's in like the same outfit, well, as the Boba Jango Fett people.
A Samalali is a queen goddess who speaks and sings. Ah, and butterflies and rainbows and flowers come out of her mouth. Look where I licked.
Starbucks. She's at Starbucks.
Ah,
There's some weird shit with her
become
tongue.
more laughable.
Oh,
Okay,
thought he did. Everyone has a name, right?
second book, The 5 Steps of Global Liberation. Step 1, the jig is up. Domination systems hurt us. Step 2, what do? Turn it over to love, God, nature. Step 3, who do we be? Superheroes. Get your meaning and purpose. Step 4, where do you go? We're not gonna be alone anymore. You find your soul tribe. Super squad, unite. Step 5, not totally alive, feeling pretty bored, not completely free unless we create a global liberation. Step 5, you carry the message until the whole planet free. Boop, boop. Because right now we're on Earth timeout.
Like share. It's like Sure. Mandalorian. The Madonna. I'm gonna start calling Madonna the Madonna now. The Madonna. The Cher. Who is another person like that? Can't think of any right now.
I'm letting you know that. We'll be cosmic as soon as we're free. The aliens are waiting for us to free ourselves from each other. And then we're allowed to be cosmic. Until then, we're just these stupid lemmings marching off a cliff to our death. And we look really stupid. The aliens are like, are you guys serious? You're gonna destroy your planet? Stop. You guys are really annoying. Like,
they talk just like that. Stop. You guys, that's a silly thing to do. All right? That's annoying. The aliens are annoyed.
You could seriously enjoy all of the planets in the cosmos, but you choose to use your technology for weapons? Are you crazy? Don't use your technology for weapons. That's one of the laws of the universe that you're breaking. You're not allowed to be cosmic if you use your energies and attentions and creations for weapons. Technology must only be used with the most amount of love and care and the least amount of force and control, which means you do kill. Okay, in order to live, you have to kill.
Do you guys think she's on drugs? I don't think Libras do drugs. But it's weird. I've never seen Daisy do any drug other than pot, and James hates drugs, but I could do a pull like that.
But you use the most amount of love and care and the least amount of force and control so you don't create weapons of mass destruction. Like, it's a whole thing. You need to understand this. All right, humans? Just, we're gonna be cosmic. Daisy, that was so good. Daisy, tell them about conscious communication now. Conscious Communication is going to be an amazing book, and the title is going to be Dear Donald Trump, please read the Conscious Communication book I wrote for you. Love, Daisy the Venice Healer.
Why are we writing it to Donald Trump?
Here to save the world with you. That's the name of the book. And Conscious Communication is basically going to talk about our two nervous systems. We have a sympathetic nervous system and a parasympathetic nervous system.
You guys want to see a Charmander? Look at him. He's cool looking, huh? What's Charmander?
One is for the 5 Fs: fight, flight, freeze, fawn, fuck. That's why men are...
Fuck is not one of the fucking... Hold on. I always gotta look him up, but that's not one. She's just throwing fuck in there.
Such disgusting perverts, and you can't even walk down the street without them gawking and drooling and narrowing their vision.
Fight, flight, freeze, flop, and friend. It? Yeah. Fuck is not one of them.
Vision on you and licking their lips like a disgusting pig because it's one of the 5 Fs. Okay? And that's the same reason why women narrow their vision on men and objectify men. It's a whole thing. Okay? So our sympathetic nervous system hurts us and each other, and it is not relational, and then it will develop into 3 different attachment styles if it is not put into check. The first attachment style is the disorganized, the one...
Charmander was my first Pokemon. I had Pokemon Red, and that was my starter guy, and like, yeah, I guess he's my favorite guy. He's the first guy. He's my guy. That
I used to be, my sweet and lovely self. And that's the one where you grew up and it was really unpredictable, violent, addicts, whatever, like just craziness. And disorganized attachment style, like you enemy image the people who are closest to you, attack, have crazy outbursts, you're usually violent. Like disorganized attachment style, people are scary. And anxious avoidant attachment style is like, oh my God, you're gonna leave me. You're going to like disown me. Please do not. Like they're anxious and preoccupied, right? You get it. Okay. And then the third attachment style that comes out of our sympathetic nervous system being hijacked, when we have a hijacked amygdala, it'll have like these 3 different...
Yeah, I can. Not everyone can do weed. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Drugs affect people differently because some people are prescribed Adderall and can take it and be fine. And then some people, it's like... just like meth in a pill. You know what I mean? And it'll make them go crazy. So, yeah, some people can't do weed. They get like really paranoid and stuff. They start tripping out. And some people, I don't know. You can't live. I was gonna say can't live without it. Maybe I'm one of those people. I love weed. That doesn't do anything to me. I smoke weed, and this is what I'm like. I forgot I speak English sometimes. That's about it. That's okay.
Ways we'll swing. We'll swing all the way anxious, preoccupied, all the way. And then the third one is dismissive avoidant. And then disorganized is like both of those two to the extreme. All right. So dismissive avoidant is like the people whose parents were like, oh, you could do it on your own. Like,
Pokemon would Daisy be? Let me think about it. I thought it would come to me a lot faster. I have no idea.
no one ever made them make sense. They've always just kind of been left alone and had to figure it out on their own, and they're fine with that. Like, other relationships aren't even safe, and they have just learned to rely on themselves. So they're kind of like dismissive and avoidant. So those are the three attachment styles from our sympathetic nervous system. Our parasympathetic nervous, and it's super overly simplified. So obviously, like, we're all a mixture of all four attachment styles. The fourth attachment style is our parasympathetic nervous system. Now, if we can get our higher self online, our true authentic self, we can watch our sympathetic nervous system and all of these other parts.
That was Daisy's favorite drug. Cocaine. Fucking loved her cocaine. So yeah, her brain is probably pretty fried. And I could see that. Like, cocaine will just like, it's like Coca-Cola. It'll just strip shit away. So I'm sure that's what's happening when you put it up into your brain. Just like liquefies it or some shit.
And heal them as they come up and reintegrate them.
Of a Lapras? Let's get how many options can we have? I think we have 3 or 4. Let's say we'll put Lapras as one of the options. Let's get 3 more Pokemon. I'll put pictures up for anyone who doesn't know what the Pokemon look like. I'll get Lapras here.
And this attachment style is called secure attachment style. And secure attachment style is where the people around you don't have to be.
I could see it. Okay, so Lapras will be one. We need some more.
At your attachment style. Like, you're able to understand that they're hurting and they're acting out because their needs are not being met, and they're having certain feelings and certain needs, and that it has nothing to do with you, and you do not take it personal. You're also not available to be mistreated, and you're not available to be screamed at, yelled at, hung up on. Like, these kind of things are not in your relational field, and when they happen, you're able to talk about it. Like, hey, I'm noticing that right now I'm having to field some accusations or like some put downs or name calling, and I'm just letting you know I'm gonna take a break. Why don't we take a break? I don't think we're gonna be able to co-regulate right now. Let's self-regulate. I do not name call and I don't accuse. Like, I don't do those things. So you're gonna have to do those things with somebody else. And then when we come back, I would love to talk about a way forward. Or maybe you're a secure attachment style person who has a lot of capacity, and you could just listen to somebody vent and tell you what's wrong with you and really dish it out. It doesn't matter if it's verbal abuse, you can listen and not get activated and stay as a witnessing, caring presence, checking in with yourself, giving empathy to yourself, giving empathy to the person, listening deeply, and then pausing, when there's a pause, responding and saying things like, I'm hearing that,
Jinx is a good one. The fox one. Vulpix or Ninetales? The red fox or the white fox? Because like the white fox is like the evolution of the red fox. I'll put Jinx and let me know if it's the red or the white fox you're thinking of, and then we just need one more and we can do a poll.
this and this are really important to you, and that this is really painful for you. I could tell by how you're
You want Mewtwo? Okay, those are the ones. Well, those are the ones we'll go with.
raising your voice, that maybe you're feeling really angry and upset. Is that true? If not, could you tell me how you're feeling? Could you tell me what's up? And if you could do this, then it's probably because it's your children or somebody like a relationship where you have a lot more capacity. Usually we're not going to have a lot of capacity for like our significant other to do this to us. It's like really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to hear it from your kids too. I probably have a lot of capacity to listen to it, like from my family and from everyone, just because I've done so much work. But it's about checking in with yourself and making sure that you are wanting.
The white one, but it isn't the one you're thinking of? Okay. We'll do, people are saying Jigglypuff then. We'll do Jigglypuff instead of, Ninetales, I guess. Yeah.
To be in dialogue, because if you don't want to be in dialogue, people are going to see it in your eyes. If you don't want to listen, it's important that you interrupt. If you want to have a break, it's important that you ask for a break. If things are getting too heated and it is past your level of comfort and you're not feeling harmonized anymore because the volatility has reached a degree that you are not okay with, like this is a secure attachment style person's objective to figure out where they are. And they're always checking in with themselves. They're also like attuning to the other person. So our sympathetic nervous system will evaluate, think, strategize, demand, threaten, punish, reward, use coercive methods such as accusations, attacks, enemy images, judgments to get people to do what they want. A person with a secure attachment style will attune to bodies, like where's your breath, like what's going on with you. They will co-regulate with biofields, which means like once I can tell what's going on in your body, like I want to feel what's going on in your energetic field, and I'm doing these things at the same time.
Okay, so if you don't know these guys by name, I'm gonna do it in order from left to right and from top to bottom. So like Lapras, Jinx, Jigglypuff, and Mewtwo. So this is Lapras, or I'll do my little this thing in case you can't see my mouse. This is Lapras, this is Jinx, this is Jigglypuff, and this is Mewtwo.
So now by attuning to you, I can now co-regulate. So attuning is where I feel into you and I sense you and I get you. And by getting you, the experience of getting gotten by me changes you and it changes me. The experience of getting you changes me. The experience of getting gotten by me changes you. And now we're resonating, co-regulating nervous systems. And here we can emotionally alchemize. So the third thing that we do in conscious communication is we collaborate to meet needs. So we attune to bodies, skin in. We co-regulate.
She is Jessie from Team Rocket, but that's not a Pokemon, you know?
Our biofield skin out, and then we collaborate to meet needs. Universal needs. Go, go, go! Superheroes, go! Conscious communication, that's my book. And there's so much more to write.
Eevee looks like it has a butt job? I don't think so. I'll get a picture of Eevee up just to show you, but I don't think. Eevee has a butt job?
Do you have any questions? Hello.
Maybe one of Eevee's evolutions, because I can do like a bunch of different ones.
Banana.
Wait. I think I might know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Jennifer Nana's here. Da, da la, da la, da. Okay.
So this is Eevee. Kind of like a corgi with bigger ears, I guess. Maybe the same ears. I wonder if Flareon's the one.
There's a third book I want to tell you guys about. The 6 practices. So there's 4 books I'm going to write. So this is called the 6 practices of being and the 3 practices of receiving. I saw Cross this morning. I was kind of mean to him.
Mean to Cross.
and I'm not doing so good right now. I'm really missing my kids, and actually missing my mom and my brother. Missing everyone.
So like, I don't know. They're bad pictures, but this one has like a bigger tail. This one maybe play around.
I want my goddess squad to come see me too. Who's Carla? Did she say she knew me, Craig?
Jar Jar Binks? I think she does kind of look like Jar Jar Binks. Which is not a Pokemon though. Let me grab Jar Jar Binks.
Sorry?
This lady who's coming to see me, she says she knows me.
Yes, she asked me.
I'm popular.
I guess you are. I guess you are.
Huh. No more smoke. Here's Malibu. See Malibu? That's Malibu. No smoke. See? There's remember the rainbow thing? The rainbow life.
You guys think she looks like Mewtwo? This one? Is it because Mewtwo's evil? I don't think she looks like Mewtwo. I might be crazy though. Maybe? Got a bigger bottom. This anger looking.
Good tower. And there's Malibu. Hey, what's with all the pervy perverts? See, remember how I told you guys about the 5 Fs? Hey, Nani. No, I'm not staying there anymore. I went to a different location. Beach is too nuts. I'm gonna get a house soon, you guys. We're working on getting housed.
So I guess she didn't get the voucher then. Or maybe she has the voucher, she just doesn't have a place to use it?
I love you guys. Sun's going down already. Sun goes down quick. It's 4:30 and the sun's down. Is the sunset? I think so. Holy cow, the sunset. How'd I miss the sunset?
We're doing solo therapy session.
Thank you, goddess. Great alien. I love you, Hannah Mama. Jenna Fernanda. Oh, I got to have a bath today. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be so grateful when I have my own place. You guys have no idea. There's a lot of tents out here. It's cold outside. All right, you guys. Well,
Thought she was gonna wrap it up. We got 8 more minutes of, I don't even know what. What do we got 8 more minutes of? I was like, should I wrap it up? How much we got? We're 2 hours in. That's pretty good. It's pretty good stream time. What are we gonna say for 8 minutes?
I don't know where Carla is, but I'm not gonna stay here that far past sunset.
Who the fuck is Carla? Actually, I don't even know. Yeah, who is Carla?
That Carla. So I hope you're here soon, goddess. I would love to hang out with you. Love you too, Manny.
If she's actually staying in the van, she must be going crazy. Because yeah, there's just all by herself. Maybe that's why she's lonely too, you know. She had John to annoy before.
The place is gonna be close to the beach. Yeah, I'm gonna have a place close to the beach. There's so many Section 8 in Venice, so it'll be good. And I'm gonna be through really quickly. It's gonna be amazing.
What? That's weird.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Why that?
That felt so good, you guys. Doing that work earlier. Oh my goodness. Seriously, like if I had like, I didn't really have any like resentments, but I felt like I didn't have resentments, but now I feel like I really feel soft
Love Morgan.
towards my mom after that.
Or
Like
Morgan
I feel
loves
like I really get her, and she really cares, and she really loves me, and she was right, you know, like no one's mom is perfect, right? And however she was with me, like I'm gonna assume that she's on her own stage of learning and growth, and I'm assuming she's doing a better job with my kids than she did with us. So sometimes our process work will be like mucky, and then it'll like get better and better, right? The more that I can improve my image of my mom and the parents of taking care of my daughter, Nico and Pavi are my daughter's parents also, and their son Max is my son also. So the more I can improve these
No, he isn't.
images and love them and think positive things, the more that I'm doing my part. And I believe that I don't even have to be in front of them for it to have a profound impact. That it would have a more profound impact if I were in front of them, but it will have a profound impact no matter what. And I am in deep gratitude and appreciation, and I do love Nico and Pavi and my mama very, very, very much. I love them so much. I'm so grateful that they're taking care of my kids. My sister too. My sister's involved with the kids. Yeah, my brother and I've been best friends since we were little, and for whatever reason, like, white people are weird. Like,
I wasn't expecting it to go in that direction, but okay. White people are weird. This is what happens when you're like paying attention to Daisy too closely. She'll just like throw curveballs at you. How did we get there? White people are okay.
white people are weird. Like, if you're going through,
I wanted to see
my brother
what
and
led.
I've been best friends since we were little, and for whatever reason, like, white people are weird. Like, if you're going through a hard time, everyone alienates you. So, as soon as I started going through a hard time, like, my brother started ignoring me and not wanting to be in my life. It's so weird how, like rich people especially, they will cut you out if you're going through a rough time. They will not help you. They will not support you. They will give you all the help and support you need when you're doing well. Like, they'll be super generous, but oh no, you're not going to get any of that generosity or support. In fact, you're going to be outcasted and told go fix yourself if you have a rich family. And if your family comes from like privilege or status, like forget it. You cannot embarrass your family like that. Go fix yourself. So for anyone else who like identifies with any kind of outcasting, I would love to, instead of doing that in our culture, I would love to have the tender talks, but in person, like the one I had with my mom, but in person, and to have it with community members who can hug.
You mean the one you had with yourself? And where you pretended to be your mom, but yeah, like actually with your mom, right?
Hug and cry together, and not create triangles or gossip, but dissolve all enemy images and find a way forward. I would love that. I would love it so much. You guys, who's Carla? Did she say in the chat? Like, was she in the chat? Do you guys know who Carla is?
So she doesn't even know who Carla is. She's just waiting for some person named Carla to come to Starbucks. She's way too trusting. This is how Daisy would like get murdered or something one day. Should be bad. She needs to get her housing. And like a person supervising her. Probably be good.
Do you guys know who Carla is? Do you guys know who Carla is?
That you knew who Carla was.
No. Carla? Okay, I guess Carla's not in the chat. It's a really beautiful sunset, you guys. So apparently someone named Carla is coming. I thought maybe you guys knew who she was because she called Starbucks. So how would she know I'm in Starbucks unless she's watching my live stream? You're looking at the same sunset. Marry the mermaid.
I mean, I wouldn't go on a date with either of them. Who would you go on a date with? President James. James Dean, that dead guy who you all know, even though he was dead before you were born. I mean, Heather's insane and she does drugs and she abuses Xavier physically. So like, at least Daisy skateboards and smokes weed. So that would be the only reason. I'd be like, they just skateboard and smoke weed and try to not do anything else. But Heather, I just feel like it would be, I don't share any common interest in with Heather at all. Like, at all. Probably just argue and then fucking end up like wailing me with a shovel or something.
You're a fairy. Hey. Hey, goddess. I'm gonna make you moderator.
Switch, just like replace Daisy with the animals.
Hey, goddess. Love you. I'm always in Starbucks because my phone doesn't work. I need Wi-Fi. Yeah. Hi, Carla. I called because someone local said they were coming. Who's coming? Carla, you come see me. Yay, Carla. Well, because, alright, let me tell you why. Because when that sun goes down, it gets cold on the beach. So I was going to start skating back, you guys. Oh, hey, Carla. Thank you for calling. I love you. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, what would we be doing with her? Pushing the fucking cart around and arguing about whether we're being stalked or not. I don't even know. Terrible things. Terrible things.
Really down. I love you guys. This was really healing. I think I'm gonna channel my mom and kids more often. Felt really good. And staring at that sunset. You guys, I'm gonna skate. Well, I kind of don't even want to leave the beach. I'm gonna end the live stream and I'm gonna sit here and eat my guacamole and put my headphones on and listen to my teacher. I love and release you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for doing process work with me. Boop, boop. Love you guys.
All right. Whoa.
On August,
I don't know what the fuck this is. Get out of here. What? Well, that's it. That's it for today, guys. I might be back for like a members only stream later because I feel like we got to keep up with that Sean lady. Where's Frank? Is Frank here today? I'm taking attendance. Where is Frank? I need Frank to help guide us in the videos that he found that valuable information. But if he's not here, we can just kind of go by the seat of our pants. We'll figure it out. Because it's only 7 p.m. But there's not really much more from today. Obviously, like James goes live, maybe we'll snipe him. I don't know, actually. I forgot that he's being boring indoors. And it's just like, it's getting around that time. It's usually 2 or 3 days, and then he comes back because he's got the itch. He has been updating his other social medias and stuff, so matter of time. We'll keep an eye on him. I need to look more into Nasty Nathaniel, and then I want to do a more... just do a video on him, actually, but I don't know. Well, I'll put together some things, some stuff and some things, and I'll see you all tomorrow, unless I remember that I might see it tonight. Or I might see it tomorrow. I don't know. But take care, guys. Stay safe. I never tell you to stay safe, but today, stay safe for some reason, and I'll see ya